Welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking you deep into the heart of Bacuit Bay, Palawan, one of the most breathtaking corners of the Philippines. For the next few days we will be joining a TAO expedition, diving headfirst into an adventure packed with crystal clear waters, hidden lagoons, remote island camps, unforgettable sunsets, incredible food and some of the most spectacular beaches on earth. So grab your sunscreen, hop on board and let's sail into paradise. This is Bacuit Bay. Like many other great Palawan stories, this one also stars in El Nido, a coastal town on the northern tip of Palawan famous for its dramatic limestone cliffs and some of the clearest turquoise water in Southeast Asia. From there, we took a tiny but very noisy tuk-tuk to the TAO offices, ready to meet the rest of the crew and load our luggage to the truck ready to be transported to the boat. We departed from El Nido Harbor, which looks really out from an adventure movie. Once we got into the boat and after a few safety checks, we were already sailing towards what would be our home for the next 3 days, the mysterious Bacuit Bay, a region south of El Nido famous for its towering limestone cliffs, hidden lagoons and circuit beaches, and also one of the most biologically diverse marine regions on Earth. As you can see in these images, the weather suddenly turned cloudy. But even so, the views from the boat were nothing short of spectacular. Hundreds of small islands stretched across the horizon, each with its own communities, beaches and unique character. Almost like tiny worlds suspended on a tropical galaxy. We did a stop to properly taste the delicious food that the chef had cooked for us. As you can see, plenty of vegetables and fish. It's hard to believe how in such a small kitchen they are able to prepare such elaborate dishes. After that, we set course to what will be our first camp. And honestly, all the cliff we sailed past created the perfect anticipation for one of the most beautiful and remote places I've ever been. Take a look at the images we captured with the drone. So yeah, the locals call this spot Star Beach, and it's basically the image of heaven on earth. The striking contrast of the turquoise blue water with the black cliffs is incredible. Such a shame that decades ago the government installed these triangular concrete blocks to prevent, apparently, big waves from hitting the beach. In my opinion, they should not be there. And there was only one thing that could make the day even more complete: a beautiful dinner with a bunch of fellow explorers. Day 2 started with a bit of light rain, which felt so good from inside of our sleeping pods. During the night, we were hearing some strange noises, which kept us wondering what animal it would be. It turns out we were surrounded by a colony of cute and curious monkeys.
Just like me. Good morning. Bit rainy today. Yesterday was a bit rainy as well. But this place is incredible, as you can see on the images. We were sleeping on the hut and it started raining like 4 a.m., something like this. But it was really nice, like hearing the rain from inside the hut, all cuddled up. Let's see what the day has in store for us today. So hopefully we get to record more amazing footage.
Sí, yo estoy horrible.
Sí.
Sí.
We've been told that there are turtles around here. So far, we haven't seen any.
The sense of being in a very isolated place was even amplified by how quiet the location was, only being able to hear what sounded to us like very exotic animals. Slowly, everyone started to wake up, grab their coffees, and gather around the table where a gorgeous breakfast was being prepared. Eggplant omelette with fruit was our menu. After that, we were invited by our guides to cross the lagoon and start the day with a bit of exercise, swimming towards the boat. And that's the moment where we found this beautiful creature hanging out. It turns out that we saw some turtles after all. As you can see, the weather was getting better and better, and you could sense how the morale of the group was also improving, with everyone very excited to discover what would be the next. Something really cool about these expeditions is that although you are always moving forward, it never feels rushed. You make multiple stops during the days to simply have a swim or soak in the landscape with a beer in your hand. Once the boat is sailing, it's very interesting to see how each other of the crews carries its own activity, like a well-greased machine, to make sure everyone on board has the best possible experience. As we made our way through the heart of Bacuit Bay, it became clear that no description could truly capture its beauty. Everything we'd heard about this place paled in comparison to what we were witnessing. This is Hayak Beach on Catlao Island, our camp for the night, and it honestly felt like we had stepped into one of those impossibly perfect wallpapers of your computer. As usual, we started the day early, eager to explore the place with bright sunlight. Walking on the beach, we made few friends and also discovered that a resort that was there was brutally hit by one of the typhoons that are frequently spawned in the Philippines. At that point, we felt terribly lucky to have just experienced that mild rain during our first day. Back at the camp, we practiced a bit our survivalist skills with the help of our guides and got ready to enjoy another stunning breakfast. We got one final walk around the camp where we joked and dreamed about never leaving this place, but in no time we were already aboard on the boat, ready for the next adventure. After a short sail, we got to a beautiful and wide beach. The sun was hitting hard, so all the colors of the jungle were popping. During our short stay at this beach, we came across a family living in a humble home surrounded by paradise, basically.
Hey, you want chocolate?
No, thank you.
Meeting them made us reflect on our own ideas of success and happiness. They seemed genuinely joyful despite having so little, and their warmth and generosity left a lasting impression on us.
Hi.
From there, we moved to our next destination, Darakotoan Island, a gorgeous tiny island where Tao also has a picturesque camp. Funny story, few years ago we came to this camp where we found a tiny kitten, a bit malnourished but with beautiful eyes. To our surprise, we found the same kitten, only this time it had grown up to a healthy adult. And I think we felt that she also remembered us. That was it. We finally made it to TAO main camp, the largest community they have in Palawan and where most of its crew take the training to become one of the Lost Boys. This camp is always busy with people coming and going to every island around, which honestly feels like a nice contrast after the last couple of days exploring remote locations, only hearing monkeys' howls. So yeah, after a very intense day, they gathered the entire expedition in the restaurant, ready for an incredible five-course meal. Really? Where are we? This could easily be the menu of a fancy restaurant in a big city. Impressive and delicious at equal parts.
Filipino power. Hello, everybody. Good morning. We just wake up on the fourth day here on the Tao expedition. Third night, fourth day. We are at a Tao camp, which is like the main camp of the expedition. And yeah, we're just recording this video to check in a little bit how things are going on the fourth day. As you can see, we are a bit tired with our voices. And that's just because it's all the amount of activities that we have done during the trip, like so much jumping, so much running, so much swimming. But I have to say it's been incredible to be able to explore Bacuit Bay, which is the southern part of El Nido. We've done that through 2 days with one type of boat, and now here at Tao Camp we are changing the boat and we are heading north to Coron. We're gonna be sailing basically from El Nido to Coron, which is 200 kilometers north, in 2 days, basically 2 nights and 3 days. So we still have 2 more camps to visit. So far, I would say everything we've seen through Bacuit Bay, it's been absolutely incredible. The first camp was out of a Jurassic Park movie with these impressive vertical black cliffs, with this blue water. Awesome. We are a big group, about 25 people. which, considering the size of the boat, in some occasions can be a bit tight. But the good thing is, like, everyone on board, it's really good. We became like super good friends from the beginning. Not much more to report. Now I think we're gonna. So right now it's 6:30 a.m. That's usually the time that you wake up here, just because you are very tired. So when the sun goes down, go to sleep. When the sun rises, wake up. You use this light cycle, which basically allows you to do the most of your time here. Sorry, it's a bit windy. As you can see, also this is our hut. That's where you sleep, which are very cozy and fresh. They are open both ways, so at night you can get some fresh air from the beach. And yeah, nothing else. I think that we are ready now to have a shower, as you can see, have some breakfast, and go explore the next camps.
As you can see, we couldn't have started the day in a better way, stopping at one of the most beautiful beaches so far, nested between two small islands and the bluest water you can imagine, Calibang Island Beach. Our second stop was on a gorgeous island all made of coral. As we walked along the beaches, we spotted a few man-made mounds of coral rocks, a quiet reminder that others had been there before us. In that moment, we shared the same sense of wonder and appreciation for the landscape we were fortunate enough to experience. Something else almost no one ever tells you about coral beaches is that they are really painful to walk. If you don't believe me, check these images of a Catalan dude trying his best to look cool, coming out of the water and failing miserably. And we finally made it to Ginto Island, which would be also the camp for that night. As if it wasn't enough, with the bewitching geography, we were also gifted with a beautiful, beautiful sunset that was even enhanced by a fresh jungle juice, a rum and pineapple mix, and we will expand on this drink later on. We had an amazing fish for dinner, and we finished off the day with a fire and concert. What else could we ask for? It was a perfect day.
To say that we don't wanna fight no more. Will be no more wars, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day.
With the first light of the fifth day of the expedition, we woke up with the bittersweet feeling that we were getting near the end of this incredible experience, but comforted ourselves thinking that we still had a lot to see and experience. So much so that just walking towards the beach, we saw a sea snake that later on we identified as highly venomous, but generally non aggressive. Again, a reminder that this was not a cruise ship excursion. At some point, sailing from one island to the other, the sea became so quiet and something really interesting started to happen. We could see some mysterious trails racing over the water. It was only when we started using our camera zoom that we could clearly tell the source of those trails. A group of exotic flying fish. The sun was high in the sky and the day was getting super hot at the precise moment that our guide wisely decided to do the first stop in this beautiful beach. Take a look. As we continued our journey north, we spotted village after village nested along the shores of tiny islands. We couldn't help but wonder what life was like in these isolated fishing communities. How did children get to school? Where did families shop for essentials? What stories happened here each day, far from the bustle of the modern world? And then the crew pointed toward the horizon. There it was, our fifth and final camp. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the unbelievable Ngay camp. As you can see on some of this footage, this is a very special place indeed. Ngay Camp exists on a diminutive island with two gorgeous beaches and a lush small forest. Years ago, there used to be a traditional resort, but today just some ruins stand. Instead, TAO has erected few beautiful bamboo buildings and huts, and in my humble opinion, this just looks like a tropical paradise now.
Okay, no, that's too much. That's not okay. We need to take him down. What are you doing?
Coincidentally, that night was 25th of December, so a massive feast including an entire lechon was prepared in order to celebrate Christmas. Kids from a neighboring island also came to sing us some Christmas songs. We found that incredibly charming.
So cool, vamos!
We also had a spectacular fire and music show on the beach, and we finalized a perfect evening in the bar playing our favorite tunes, drinking pineapple and tamarind cocktails and calling each other through the shell phone. We genuinely had a blast that night. What a dream, man.
Hang up your cell phone.
That's quick. Squeeze it.
I'm gone.
Don't get violent. That's the last thing to do.
Always violent. Shell phone.
Brilliant.
The shell phone. The shell phone.
Ahora las verás en el pueblo del dron.
On our final day, we woke up early, as usual, to catch the first rays on that beautiful piece of paradise. We reached a gorgeous viewing point and just stayed there, reflecting on the incredible adventure that brought us to this point.
El gecko. Supongo.
And sweetened banana or banana jam and some typical fruits like watermelon and pineapple. So grab your coconut and you can put the aubergine.
Ngay Camp is very famous for its snorkeling activities. That's why we decided to quickly jump in the water and explore the aquatic life of its shores. Once submerged, we were totally blown away by the insane biodiversity of these waters. The cherry on top of the cake was an enormous school of Spanish mackerel. We were completely surrounded by them. These are the images that you get to see in those National Geographic documentaries, only this time it was in front of our eyes. What an incredible experience. After that, we jumped into the boat and headed towards what would be our final destination, Coron Harbor. Then someone pointed at the bow of the boat, and there it was. Just like that, our journey came to an end. But beyond the scenery, what will stay with us the longest are the people. The crew who welcomed us like family, the fellow travelers who became friends, and the island communities who reminded us that happiness is often found in the simplest things. TAO is much more than an expedition. It's a chance to slow down, disconnect from the noise, and reconnect with nature, with others, and maybe even with yourself. Thanks for watching this video up until the end, and I'll see you on our next adventure.